Welcome to the State of Nature, starring Jefferson and James the First, with your host, Russo.
Welcome. Today we have with us two bright philosophes as our contestants. On my left you see James, or King James the First, I should say, the man who single-handedly brought up the most powerful country in the world. How are you doing today, Your Majesty?
Like I am God's chosen one.
Okay, and to my right is Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson, the man who, with his own two hands, wrote the single most important document of American history.
Hello. But if it were not for the people that brought me to power, I would not be celebrated today.
If it were not for the people who brought me to power, I would not be celebrated today.
Okay then. Today we'll be focusing on the topic of sovereignty. Up here you can see where the questions will appear, and the contestants will have to answer each question. Any questions about this so far?
Does this ungrateful colonist realize that treason is blasphemy?
Do you have any idea when this stupid king will realize when all of his ideas are wrong?
Any questions relating to the game? Stop! Goodness! Oh, if only we had a social contract that everyone would abide by, and then everybody would be perfect and happy and mature and not be arguing like this.
Greetings. Do you believe in God? Of course you do. You have to. And God bestows sovereignty onto me, which means you have to follow me blindly. The divine right of kings, which is the right of God given to me, is real. And God is real. And if you don't worship Him, you go to hell. If you don't worship me, you go to hell. That is all.
Welcome back. As a reminder, today our main topic is sovereignty. So let's get started with the most obvious question, right above. Who should hold the sovereignty in a government? James, why don't you start us off?
The state of monarchy is the supremest thing upon earth. For kings are not only God's lieutenants upon earth, but sit upon God's throne. And even God himself are called gods. Therefore, the kings are the ones who have the right to sovereignty.
Oh, okay. Jefferson?
The people within the nation should hold the power to give someone their sovereign power. The people within the nation should hold the sovereignty, as no man within a country holds the right to have any power other than that was bestowed upon him.
Well, the state. The state is the correct answer. So no points for anybody, I guess. Sovereignty is indivisible and inalienable. A social contract would allow the state to help equalize the people in the contract to make everyone happy. Great job. Even though you both answered the question wrong, at least we taught the audience the right way to live. Next question, which is also written above. Who should give the political legitimacy? Let's start off with Jefferson.
The people should give the political legitimacy. They not only have the right, but they all have the duty to, if there's a corrupt sovereign, or if they do not like their sovereign, to overthrow him and put in his place a new sovereign, or a new leader.
Well, James, why don't you give it a try?
God hath the power to create or destroy, make or unmake at his pleasure, to give life or send death, to judge all, and to judge nor accountable to none, to raise low things and to make high things low at his pleasure. And to God are both souls and body due. God is all-powerful and has the right to give or take away sovereignty.
The people, or the general will, would be the correct answer in this one. I don't understand where you're getting this crazy answer from, but Jefferson is correct, so he therefore gets a point. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, then let's move on. Next question, which is also stated above. What should happen if a sovereign becomes corrupt? Jefferson?
As I hinted towards in my last answer, if the people are unhappy with the sovereign they have elected, or in this case, the sovereign has become corrupt, then they not only have the right, but they also have the duty to overthrow him and elect a new sovereign. As I stated, in 1776, they have the right to alter or abolish it. It is Thomas Paine stated, "For all men to be equals, no one by birth could have a right to set up his own family in perpetual preference to all others forever."
Well, that was really long and unnecessary. James, why don't you take us in the right direction?
None shall dispute my power. That would be the equivalent of disputing God. Those who dispute God shall burn in hell. As long as I follow the law of God, I shall never lose my sovereignty.
Well, at least James is close. I don't know where Jefferson got his answer from, ladies and gentlemen, but the government is the complete sovereignty, and none should be against it. And if any one person thinks that the government is corrupt, then they are a danger to the general will, and they are going against all that the state stands for. Anyway, this is a perfect spot for a break. So we'll be back shortly, and thanks for watching The State of Nature.
Oh hey, I didn't see you there. Do you ever wonder to yourself, what if my government is corrupt? Wow, my king, King James I, really is not good. I'm a peasant, and he doesn't help me. The patronage system doesn't work for me. DRK is not really a good system, or do you just think to yourself, wow, I'm really annoyed that I'm the only class that has to pay taxes? Well, I'm here to tell you that that doesn't have to be the only way. Here, in America, the DRK is not supported, as the people have the right and the duty to overthrow a corrupt government or a government that they don't think is doing a good job. This is the fundamentalist point of view of the average American. This is what we believe. We believe in the people give political legitimacy and the people hold sovereignty. Come to America and be better than King James I. Thank you.
And welcome back to The State of Nature. Here we still have the brilliant James and semi-brilliant Jefferson, who are answering a number of philosophical questions. Here we go. Here's the question up on the screen yet again. What should give the sovereignty? James?
Kings are justly called gods, for that they exercise a manner or resemblance of divine power upon earth. If you will consider the attributes of God, you will see how they agree in the person of a king. God gives the sovereignty, and nothing else. God takes away the sovereignty, not the people, nor the state.
Jefferson?
Governments are instituted among men, and derive their power from the consent of the governed.
The people. The short and understandable answer is that the people should give the sovereignty. And although Jefferson made it a little bit complicated, his answer is technically correct. So 1 more point for him. Oh no. This next question is pretty controversial. It might spark some more arguing because we have a king in our midst. But let's try to keep it tame. Here it is, also up on the screen. Is the divine right of kings legitimate? Let's start off with Jefferson.
In short, no. The divine right of kings is not legitimate. But to add more detail to this pressing issue, the divine right of kings is not legitimate because the sovereign does not acquire his power from God. The sovereign acquires his power and his political legitimacy from the people.
Good answer. And James?
Yes, the divine right of kings is legitimate. Kings are called gods, and so their power after a relation to the divine power, which means that the divine right of kings is legitimate, and the sovereignty is given by God.
Stop!
What?
If you both don't get your act together, we're gonna have to end the show early. You know what? I think it's time for a much-needed break. Hello, my name is Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and today I'm here to tell you about the most important form of government. People go around, and they don't really know where they fit in with the community, but I'm here to tell you that there is an easy way out of this confusion. What you do is you get together a group of people, sign into a social contract where everybody's will is going to be taken into account of. You're no longer going to be selfish, but be together as a community in a social contract that works towards the general will. The people all live better in this life. My name is Rousseau, and the state is the way to go. And as you can see, Jefferson has been awarded his 3 points, which in conclusion makes Jefferson the winner of the new game show, State of Nature.
What? Obviously.
Well, he has 3 points, and you have no points, Your Majesty.
My answers were correct.
I'm very truly
Well, obviously
sorry.
your answers were not correct.
Anyway,
Show is biased.
the winner of this game is going to be given a new wig. Let me go grab it.
Step back, or I'll shoot.
You wouldn't dare
Hey!
shoot a king.
Hey! Hey, I can only move so fast. Stop! Stop! Please sit down. Here's your new wig. Use it wisely. Try it on. Let the audience see it. And please, no more fights. Wow, it looks great. Now anyway, I'm so sorry for these imbeciles here, but we're going to have to conclude our show. Tune in next week to see the newest episode of State of Nature. Thank you.